What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there that is watching the show. Welcome to the show that brings you the most captivating sports news around Chelsea Football Club and Association Football, and to be precise, the Premier League, and then also other important news around surrounding other European football clubs, and then the most important news that needs some attention. We talk about it on the platform. And also, guys, important news to talk about. There's so many news to talk about. Where are we gonna start from? We're going to start from today's Chelsea news update. We bring you the latest on Chelsea audacious bid to sign Victor Osimhen, and also the uncertain future of Trevoh Chalobah under Mauricio Pochettino, and the truth behind Ryan Cherki transfer rumors. Stay tuned for the inside scoop on Chelsea's transfer strategy as we bring you to over the show. So, guys, do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, to Blueclouds Media Sports. My name is Nate Zion, bringing you the up-to-date Chelsea news in terms of what is going on right now. And likely to me, I'm being joined by my co-host, Chelsea Dan, in and out of Chelsea Football Club. Yes, Dan is here with us today. Welcome to the stream, Dan.
Welcome. Thank you for letting me back on. And welcome to everyone in the chat. I hope you're chilling well, having a good day. Weather has been not so great, but a bit of sunshine today, so it's lovely.
Oh, great. Thank you very much, Chelsea Dan, for taking the time and spending some time with us here. And also, I want to tell my co-host, Steven is busy taking care of some personal issues, so he's not going to be here. Probably he won't be here with us throughout the week. But then I have my brother from another mother, Dan, is here to take us through the topics of the day. And then where do we start from? Chelsea, Dan, I'm not so sure if you've seen the outstanding performance of our young talented player from the Ecuadorian national team, Kendry Paez. Yesterday, this guy stole the show. He did take the pace of the game. He ran the channel. He did everything, the flick and turns, the little tricks that you can see from football. This 16 years old did everything on the pitch. He's got 2 more years to get 18, and he will be with Chelsea Football Club. And will Mauricio Pochettino be there when this young chap 10, 18? I'm not so sure. But then my brother Chelsea Dan will give us insight out of what he saw, or maybe if you've seen some highlights or what is great about him.
Yeah, I have.
Chelsea Dan, Dan, what do you make of this young talented player already in the the Ecuadorian national team, playing against a team like Uruguay?
Yeah, honestly, truth. Can't believe it. I didn't know nothing about this kid, and with him and Caicedo playing together in that pivot for their country, it was outstanding. And the ball, he looks like a good baller, strong enough. He dribbles, he knows how to do passing. But is he attacking mid, or is he like a DM, centre mid playmaker role?
I think he's in the playmaker role.
Playmaker, yeah. Because I didn't know if he was attacking like a attacking mid or playmaker. But everything what you saw in him, it was outstanding. What a player! What a player we got there.
Absolutely, what a player we've got there. We've seen so many glimpses of what he can do. We saw more also from Santos when he played the under-20 competition in the South America version of the under-20 competition, where he won with Brazil national team. Also the captain of it. But then he came to the Premier League. Mauricio Pochettino said he's not ready. He has to go on loan to adapt and understand what the English game is all about. So is it going to be the same thing when this young chap come to Chelsea? Are we going to send him alone to adapt to the English game?
I think we will. Look at Andrew Santos. Look how much he's been a baller, right? And we thought he's going to be with the first team this season, didn't we? Yeah. And like what I said yesterday, he's gone out on loan to Nottingham Forest. Let's see how he can reduce to be in the Premier League, Andrew Santos, on Nottingham Forest this season. And if he does well for the Premier League, I think we might be our first team. It's like with that Paez, isn't it? Is it called Paez?
Kendry Paez.
Yeah, Andrew Paez. So he's 17, right? He's going out alone for the development for probably in a youth squad, not the first team. Might not go in the first team. But let's see when he's 18. Are we going to loan him out again? If we do loan him out, I would like to see him get loaned out in the Premier League. Let's see how he does with the Andrew Santos situation. And if he does well, then I think he could be ready for the next coming years to be our first team player for with Caicedo and Enzo. Well, I might be wrong. They might pick if he does well this season. If he's on loan this season, Blue Bobo, we might have him next year, 18, and he might come into the first team straight away.
That's what I thought. Chelsea have a player in their hands, a very, very, very talented young chap. Watching him yesterday was like really, and this is what is going on. This is a modern trend. Chelsea Dan. This is a modern trend. If you are a very, very a football club and you can see the future, now the trend is get the players very young, 12 years old, 13, 15, 16 years old, and wait for 2-3 years for them to be ready and move them to Europe. That is the trend.
100%.
That is the trend. That's what Real Madrid is doing right now with I forgot his name. Another player that Chelsea were interested in him. Real Madrid is doing the same thing. They got him. He's very young, and then he wants to play football.
Now, I know you're about. I can't remember his name, but we were trying to get him, but Barcelona took him, didn't they? Barcelona took him. Yeah, I know you're about.
So that is a trend. That is what is going on right now. Everybody wants to get those players young, and Chelsea have done a lot of them. And I hope that they continue doing it. Someone shared this with me earlier on the Discord platform. I think our brother Steven shared that with me earlier on, and what the football club is doing. Let me read that out because sometimes it will not appear very well on the screen. So let me see if I can share that with you whilst we're here. Okay.
Before you do that, Claudia,
yes, sir.
A wise man told me when I was next professional football player when I was young, right? Yeah. He said, if you could kick up, it was the next professional football player who was. He's old, yeah, and he played from the 1970s, from the 1960s, yeah. And when I played for Brentford, he supported. He's just like the next president or chairman of Brentford. He's like in his 80s now, he's still there. He told me when I was a kid, when I was 16. if you can use your 2 feet as a dribbler and know how
Yeah.
to kick a ball,
Hmm.
then there's no chance saying that you can't be a baller. And that's what these kids are now. If you can use your feet and dribble and learn how to adapt to kick a ball on a pitch, you will
Yeah.
come to be a baller. And that's what that PS is doing. You saw him yesterday against Uruguay with Caicedo in that pivot, and them two together adapting as a team player together was outstanding. Outstanding.
I think I have to use a different platform to share this the screen because this wouldn't let me do it. So I think I've got it on the word form where I'm sure it will be more visible for everyone to see it. Okay, let me zoom it in again. So, Antonia, this is a head of academy of Independiente del Valle. That is a football club that has recruited lots of players, and most of the Ecuadorian national team, the players that are coming from there are coming from Independiente del Valle. And Adoni Bambin, head of academy, this is what he said. He says on Kendry Paez signing for Chelsea. He said, I think that Chelsea understand that this signing, the signing of Kendry Paez is an investment, a good project. If I was the club, I'm going to do the same thing. Right now, the market, there is a big fight between all the clubs. You need to select the talent as soon as possible. If you don't do that, another one is going to do it. So now the moment is to try and to identify the talent and try to get the talent which with you, and then even if you need to wait for 2 years. So with Kendry, Chelsea have to wait for Kendry for 2 years for this player to be matured and be ready to move to the Premier League. Bombin also went again and said, formerly of Bilbao, he's formerly Bilbao. He used to work with Atletico Bilbao. Now at Independiente, talks about Kendrick Paez. And this is what he has to say again. He says he will repeat his effort. So these are the attributes of Kendrick Paez. He will repeat his effort, go and pressure, come back. He goes pressure, he comes back. He organizes himself to help prepare for his team for the defending place. So he will defend, he will attack, he will defend, and then also all those flick and tricks that you're talking about. Kendrick Pierce can provide you all this. So too is how unaffected he has been by his Chelsea move. He's not thinking on how I'm a star. He's not thinking he's a superstar. He's been bought by Chelsea, so he's had a swollen head. He's a superstar. That's not what he's thinking. He's now a top player now, but then that is not what he's thinking. His behavior is totally normal and natural before and after Chelsea appears in his life. He's still going to the school, working online with his classes, preparing himself, and his relation with others is like it has before. He understands that he is growing, and you need to do he need to do the correct step to perform in the top level. Now become now because he's I think we are talking about Europe, and then it's all about Kendrick Pierce. So a friend that I know who is send this information to me about Antonio Bombin. This is the head of academy for Independiente del Valle. So that's news. That's what we have to know about this young chap. Very very young. He understands what is going on in his livelihood. His things hasn't changed, although the uh, the coming of Chelsea, the way he behaved, he's still going to school, practicing what he's supposed to practice as a kid, and then doing all the necessary things he has to do. But an attribute, what I really like about the statement being sent out is he, this young chap really joins. He says the effort that he put into games. He organized himself. He prepares his team, defending faces. Um, he attacks, he organizes, he joins, and he defends. So hard work. If you're looking for hard work from this young chap, it's right there for all of us to see. So before I continue with Kendry Paez and other topics, let me acknowledge each and every one of you that have joined us here. Big up to the Blue Cloud Show, 100% Chelsea. Big up to my brother, my co-host, Stephen from thank you very much, Stephen, for being here. The Phantom of All Nations topic. Second, to hit the like button, I will accept Ivan Tony, Oli Watkins, Victor Osimhen. Thank you very much. Stephen said, hopefully, if everything is sorted, I will be back on stream for tomorrow. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you very much, Stephen, for all you do. Even without being on the stream, you still support it back home. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, 10 bell notification on so it is set to all. I mean, so you don't miss anything when I broke a Chelsea breaking news. Okay. The Blue Shirt says hi from Senegal. Thank you, my brother, joining us from Senegal. Much love to all Senegalese. The Blue Cloud. So okay, he says Senegal. Melissa from Facebook. Melissa from Facebook said, "Hello, my brother. Welcome back. Watching you from work today. Hope everything is going on well." And then all those watching from Facebook, Gulam Mustafa, watching from Blueclouds Media on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining the platform. Thank you very much for Melissa also watching us live on Facebook. Much love to each and every one of you over there. Back to my brother Dan. Dan, I did talk earlier on about the young chap, Kendry Paez. Bombing used to be working for Atletico Bilbao. Now he's now the head of academy for Independiente del Valle, and he put on some attributes of Kendry Paez, what he does on match day and how he plays. And I'm very, very happy with these descriptions. And I was like, wow, at 16 years old. At 16 years old, he's still going to school. He's still following his routine, things that he used to do back in the days before Chelsea came to his life. He doesn't see himself as a superstar, maybe like a Neymar thought of himself before even moving to Barcelona. He's still going to school, doing his everyday routine, and this is what he does during game time.
I tell you, it's good to have a kid who wants to be a successful player, and with his education and all, he's looking to himself. I want to be the guy to be proud with every single club what I could do in my future, and then probably thinking to his family, saying, "Look, I'm going to be the main man for you, for his mum and dad, to make you proud. What I'm going to do." So it's good in a way for a young talent. Look at the likes of SCN. Look at when they were young, and their education.
Yeah.
That SCN and who else? Jody McCall, McElhaney, all these superstars back in their prime times. They concentrate going to education, doing at school, doing their thing, making sure they get their education, and be perceived what they want to do in the future, and focus on their football. So that is good. That's when I was a kid. I did that. I always made sure I focus education, my GCSEs, and then my long time one. I wanted to with my semi-pro footballing, I wanted to join the army, but I couldn't do both because it was our army or my semi-pro footballing. So I stick with my football. But I did my building, brickwork, kitchen fitting, all them courses from high, and went to trying to go to uni. Uni didn't work out because I didn't really like it there. I walked out of there. So, but this is what I mean. These youngsters to day one, life in our history, we was brought up wise as a wise gentleman, but it's all changed in the one of the history now. Like these kids want to do things and try to ruin their life skills. They ain't like their living. But this kid Paez, man, whatever he's doing, congratulations to him. I hope all the such for. I hope he could be our legend for Chelsea Football Club. Bro.
Thank you very much, Chelsea Dan. Thank you very much for your injection or your comment on the young chap Kendry Paez. I like the effort of how he plays. He's been described as a guy that repeat his effort in terms of pressure he put on pressure on teams. He's a playmaker. He organized himself very, very well, help prepare the team, and also defending play and faces. He also like to defend, which means he can drop back. He doesn't care about dropping back, and also, all of this that you can expect from a young chap, a footballer, Kendry Paez. This guy can offer you. And if you're just joining us, I was just sharing an article that someone sent to me on from a man called Bambin. Bambin is the head of recruitment for Independiente del Valle, and this is what he was describing. He was talking about Kendry Paez, his behavior, and what he does now. Although Chelsea Football Club has come and got him, and he's now part of the Chelsea family, but then his routine and things that he does for what he used to do before Chelsea came in his life, he hasn't changed it. He's still going to school. He doesn't he doesn't see himself or look at himself in the mirror and say, "Look, I'm a superstar and I'm way better than this guy." But if you guys watch him yesterday, you could tell it wouldn't take that long. He will be part of us here within 2 more years, 16 years, and he was playing with the likes of the experienced Uruguayan team yesterday with Caicedo in the pivot role. He's so creative, and he did take the pace. He did everything. Like, the game has to be relied on him. 16 years old. He's not 18, guys. He's not 18, 16. So let's hope to see what this guy can do. Look, if you are really Chelsea fan, I want to tell you, look, there is good fresh breeze, wind blowing through Stamford Bridge, and you have to embrace it. If you still believe to the back days where Roman Abramovich was doing this thing and it's all about instant performance, it's not going to take us anywhere. We have spent over 200 million on coaches, sacking coaches or coaches alone. So if you want Chelsea still to continue on that same manner, it's not going to help us. And sustainability is not helping the football club. We are spending unnecessary money on unnecessary places. Look how much money.
There's a lot of genders out there, bro. Like, you know full well, like, give these guys time and gel together. And you wanted, like, the people, some of them wanted Mason Mount gone. They wanted Kai Havertz gone. They wanted like Ruben Loftus-Cheek gone. They wanted all these players on the gender matches on them. Yeah, want them gone. And now they're gone, and now we've got new players. Now they're like going in for Ben Chilwell. They're going in for Reece James. They're now going for Roberto Sanchez, the goalkeeper who we just brought in. And I'm thinking to myself, God, these kids are spoiled brats. Big up to Love You Forever, man. Always supportive on my bro's channel. Big up to you. Yeah. And then Patrick Bayman. Big up to my geezer. It was yesterday funny.
And Gula Mustafa.
Yeah, Mr. But yeah, these agendas, the teams are young, right? I understand where. I'm not happy. Honestly, I'm not happy with the owners for a minute. Yeah, well, I'm not happy for the owners. They should bring in experienced players in. Yeah, but we can't be spoiled. They're 20 years of successful club. Yeah. Yes, they put us right back to start again. I'm not happy about that. Well, I'm not happy with what they've done and put us right back. I'll understand if we didn't win trophies in them 20 years, but we was the most successful club, biggest club in European, winning Champions Leagues, winning the Premier Leagues, winning the FA Cups. But they put us right back now. But I see where they say about the project. For a minute, the project's not there. Yeah, I can't see it, but I can see it coming. Where like Enzo Fernandez, the Caicedos, the Larios, right? These are like unreal talent players. They're ballers. Could be ballers. Nicholas Jackson, he could come out to be one of the best strikers. Hopefully, on fingers what people could say I'm wrong on this one. but I don't want to be wrong. I want to be right, yeah, for once, yeah. You know what I mean, my boy? I like to be right. I want to be right. I hope these could improve the strategy of Chelsea Football Club and look at themselves and show, like, say, look what SCN did. Look what Mikel did. Look at like Didier Drogbas, the Lampards, the Joe Coles, the Iron Ribbons. I want to be like them at Chelsea. I want to be the main Chelsea legend in the future to proceed to this club and be what they did at this club. So what we can do to make the Chelsea fan base happy. So back in them times, as you know, my boy, we never used to have player stands. So where these player stands coming from now, from these social medias now, it's unreal ridiculous. And I'm thinking to myself, if you two Chelsea fans out there, you kids, need to go look up your history, and look what we was most successful club when we at the time with Ken Bates and what's his the old chairman died from there because I saw that happen. It was just a disgrace. I forgot his name. My brain's gone dead today. Yeah, but before Roman took over, all this situation, right? They're a successful club, European. We've won the European. Lucky, we're the first European to win it. So just please, just give it time, and just let's see the players.
Chelsea Dan. Dan, this is what I did not like about Roman Abramovich era. 20 years for all the trophy. If Chelsea did the right thing in terms of having patience for managers, they would have won more than they've won within 20 years.
I'm muted. You're 100% right. You're 100%
they would have won more. Chelsea would have won more trophy than they did within 20 years. There was no consistency. There was no pattern of play within that 20 years Roman Abramovich was there. And I want Chelsea fans to understand this, that there were so many glory times during the Roman Abramovich year. It's like when we win the trophy this year, you have to take another 2 years to win another Premier League again. Look at what Manchester City is doing now with patience and time. They are winning the trophy each and every year. And every year, when the Premier League prediction comes, Manchester City are right there. Everybody said they're going to win it, and they will win it. Where is the continuation? Where is the consistency during Roman Abramovich? All he wants is instant justice, and instant justice sometimes doesn't help. You have to prevent that instant justice. You have to prevent those people to stop making those mistakes before you react on instant justice. So if Roman Abramovich has had that patience and worked with Carlo Ancelotti without sacking him, the reign of Carlo Ancelotti would have won Chelsea so many trophies at that time. Look at what Carlo Ancelotti is doing with Real Madrid. Look at that already. Sometimes these managers need time, and that is what Todd Bowley era are trying to do. And this modern day football, things have changed. Things have changed. Now the introduction of multi-club ownership is now what we are looking at. One club can own about two football teams in different places. Why? It's because they're trying to, instead of going to buy players for 80, 90, 100 million, buy this football club from different countries, look for the talent in those countries, put them there, especially France. So what Todd Bowley is doing with what's his club name again? I forgot. If someone can remind me, the club that Chelsea own in France.
No, we own a club in Germany, don't we? Salzburg.
Salzburg. I'm not so sure of Salzburg.
Yeah, Salzburg.
I'm very sure with the one in France. No, we
don't know. We own a club in Germany.
No, we have one in France. Chelsea.
Do we?
Yeah.
That might be for the French league then. Salzburg FC.
Salzburg.
Yeah, Salzburg.
Yeah, there's. I don't know.
No, Salzburg, Strasbourg, isn't it?
Strasbourg. Yeah, that's Strasbourg.
Is that a French league? You know, the French. I thought it was German.
It's a French league, not a German league. Chelsea done. It's a French league. Yeah,
Vieri, French league. Yeah,
Patrick Vieri, who used to be the ex Crystal Palace coach. is now the coach of Strasbourg. Yeah. And
Yes, Strasbourg.
the French league has produced lots of talent. Look at Mbappe. Look at the likes of what's his name? The guy that plays the right wing for Barcelona. All these
Pedro.
no, the right wing for Barcelona. He's French.
What do we
He's
go?
not. No. French. He's black dude for French. The French
He's
national team.
Kousma Dembele, who went to PSG.
Yeah, Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah,
Dembele,
that's it.
Upamecano, and all these players,
Yeah.
Mbappe and Disasi, all these players are coming from there. Malagusto coming from there. We have Leslie also coming from the French league. There are lots of talent. Badiashile also one of them.
Wesley Fofana.
Thierry Henry, Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, that's right.
So
McElhaney back in them days, Desailly, Frank Leboeuf.
Yeah, so there are lots of talent in the French league, and I am 100% with what the owners are doing. They're not stupid. They're not just throwing money away. They know what they're doing. So, Chelsea fans, we have to try and understand the new model, recent model, and then we can move on from there. So, yeah, we'll be streaming now live for 31 minutes. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. If you're watching us live,
Matthew Harding.
Okay.
With Ken Bates and Matthew Harding at Chelsea Football Club, where Kevin Bates wanted to build the Stamford Bridge Chelsea Football Club, and he didn't want to buy professional football players. Matthew Harding wanted to do that so we could still win more trophies at the time, before Roman took over Chelsea Football Club. You know what I mean? And when that happened with Matthew, God rest in peace. Yeah, I saw that happen when I was a kid. It was so upsetting. But the thing is, this is what I mean. At this prime of evidence, it's a new structure, it's a new era, and now we've got the Egbali Togboli and the Clear Lakes. Yes, we see that. I know that the Togboli hasn't really won successful trophies like with the basketball, because I went up a lot of history on it. They've won 4 cups, in 3 years. Every 3 years they win a cup in their baseball team, and they also won a joint with the American football, and they've only won 2 leagues in 4 years, like 2 years in 4 years. So we understand they're not a trophy cabinet, but they bought a Premier League football. Like, they don't understand football that much, but they're learning. They bought our club because they want to see successful things there. I swear I could see, but hopefully they do, because we are a successful club. But the time with the kids, what we've got now, there's going to be improvement manufactured, to be the world-class players, what we're going to see. And hopefully it could turn around. Yes, it turned around now. Everyone wants Pochettino out. It's only been 4 games in. But that once he gets the players what he needs, we'll be all right. And I tell you, I think we'll start winning games. We will start winning games. So...
Yeah, I understand what a lot of our friends are saying. Yeah, Tony's comment over here. I don't know, but that's his perception. That's his opinion. He says that becoming the most successful club in the best league in the world for 2 decades was an achievement. Clear Lake would not get close to this Roman's legacy. It is true. Whatever legacy Roman has put it down, it's a very, very big achievement. But I believe, and I'm very, very sure, in the next 20 years, Clear Lake will surpass that achievement with consistency. Look, if you look at Clear Lake and Todd Bowley's achievement in American League, whatever they've achieved, look, in American League, they have like a limited way in terms of finances, in terms of spendings. They have a cut, they have limit. But here in England, in terms of the football, there's so many loopholes where you can manipulate things. It's not like it is in America. So if as difficult as it is in America they're able to win those trophies, imagine what they can do with Chelsea Football Club. We have to have patience. Let me take just a minute to read some few of the comments over here. Melissa said, hello, brother, welcome back. Watching, I think I've read this one. Litness is greatness, coming from my brother. Metal Face Doom. Big up to you, and nice to see you guys all here again on the platform. I want to love you forever. Said hello, Nick Zion and Chelsea Dan. I hope you're all both well. Good to see you both again today. Thank you very much. And my big brother here, Since Patrick Bettman is back in the chat. Big up to Metal Face Doom. All right, so smash this like button, guys. Smash it for me. Smash me. Let's see if we can have it right, guys. Don't forget, give me my like. If you can't give me a penny, just give me my like. I'll say that. Salute to Mustafa. Metal Face Doom said you sold our soul for the multi-club model. It is in the new trend. That is what is going on at this moment. So Tony said, big up Ning, big up Dan, big up chat, big up to you, Tony, my big brother. I hope you're doing very well. Salute to Patrick. Then okay, I've just read this one coming from Tony. I felt like this the new owners have had only one season at the football club, and even that season came with so many controversy. The season they took over Chelsea was the same season that the team was being banned. There was we could not do much. We could not do much, and the managerial position was unstable. So now let's get it right. Salute to proper Chelsea TT. Hope all is well, Gazer. Absolutely, I'm sure all is well. Claire couldn't even shoot shine Roman's boot. Come on. Roman was just throwing the fans around. Tony.
That is facts. That is facts what he's saying.
No, it's not fact. Like comparing champion campaign with what was that? This Seawell water. All right, coming from Tony. Tony is using a whole lot of phrases over here. Fact, TT. All right, Tony said, I hope you're right and I'm wrong, Nee. Really do that, but so far, all I have seen is amateurish owners. Okay. Amateurish owners acting recklessly. Okay, that is from Tony. But Tony, so far that is what it is. It's toilet water. All right, you mean to say toilet water? Okay. Big up to you, Johnny. I hope you're doing very, very well. Big up to joining me live on the Blueclouds media show on YouTube, guys. Thank you for each and every one that is watching us live. Big up to Femi from Facebook, watching us live on Facebook, and also big up to Mike watching us live on Facebook. Also, and big up to Bang, my brother from Senegal. Thank each and every one of you that are rocking the channel, rocking the show on Facebook, Blueclouds Media on Facebook. All guys there, thank you very much for liking the show. We're gonna move on from there. We've talked a lot about Kendry Paez. Now, let's get the inside situation of Rayan Cherki. In the summer transfer window, there was so much rumors surrounding Chelsea Football Club with its creative midfielder / winger from Olympic Lyon. Fabrizio Romano, whatever his name is, Fabrizio Romano had an interview with Caught Upside, and this interview he made that statement during that interview. There was interest from Chelsea, but Chelsea never put in a bid for Rayan Cherki. The interest was there, but Chelsea never bid. But it appears that Rayan Cherki was going in for a fee or around 43 million. By what I was reading, it says it was going around a fee of 43 million for Rayan Cherki. So that was what was being stated there. Chesterdan, what do you make of all this rumor and the Fabrizio letting the cat out of the basket?
What on Ryan Cherki?
Yeah. This is what he said. Chelsea have been following the 43 million star, but Romano insists that he is not a priority target. He said Lyon also have plenty of interest in the star player. Rayan Cherki is appreciated by many football clubs, but Chelsea never put in a bid. What's your take on that?
The honest truth with Ryan Cherki, yeah, there's been a lot of rumours going about, in it, about we've we bidded for up to 40 million add-ons on him. Honest to truth, that there was another one of my my mate, yeah, who's a journalist, right? He said that the Ryan Cherki situation, the owners paid a bit dodgy with Chelsea because they wanted 60 million in the wages, but they didn't want to pay him much as 60 million. They didn't think he's worth the 60 million, but they're going to try and get him next summer, and they wanted to keep him. They wanted to keep him this summer, but we're going to try and talk about getting him next summer. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully by the next season we'll figure out if Ryan Cherki comes to us or not. I don't know the situation with Ryan Cherki. Like, people say they didn't rate this kid, and he's like, but he reminds me of a next Eden Hazard, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's got the qualities. I've seen him play for the French league, and he's outstanding. But where they're saying he's slow on pace, they must look at a different game. So these rumours about this summer, we definitely wanted to get him this summer. But there's been a lot of storytellings that this was rumours. We weren't really interested in. But if you actually look at Fabrizio Romario from the statement a couple of months back, there was a deal over the line for Ryan Cherki to go to Chelsea, but they played hardball, yeah. And I think he's got a release clause of 35 million.
Yeah, really close to 35 million.
That's your opinion. That is it's no more Hazard. That's your opinion. But people coming out that he's an ex-Eden Hazard. He's got the type of the mobility of Eden Hazard. I don't know if he's French or Belgium, but he has the skills.
Ryan Cherki?
Yeah, Ryan Cherki.
All right.
What nationality is he? Belgium or French?
I'm not so sure. I'll check it for you whilst we're talking right now. So
yeah. So if he's got the abilities, if you actually watch him play, he's the next Eden Hazard. He does the movement what Eden Hazard used to do, the dribbling, the shooting, the skills, and he's also strong on the ball. And this is 23 years of age, and he's outstanding. And if we do sign him next summer, I think it'd be a good project for us to bring him in for the left wing. He could play as a 10, he could play as a left wing. He also could play on the right wing and a centre forward. It's like an Nkunku type life. But is it? Honest true. People say he's the next Eden Hazard, and I'll listen to him. And I've seen him play, and he looks like a next Eden Hazard type. He's got the same body type, but he's outstanding. He's a good player.
But why do we need Rayan Cherki at the football club if you have a Chukwuemeka who's good in playing in that same role? If you have Ryan Sterling who can play on the left, we have Modric, another young talented player. We spend almost 100 million on him. And then also we have.
Have you heard the rumors? Apparently they're selling Modric in January.
No, that's not true. I don't believe
it. I think. That's what I don't think it's true. But there's been a lot of rumors on Twitter Spaces saying he's definitely. The Chelsea don't like the way he's playing at Chelsea, and they want to sell him in January. But I don't think that makes sense.
True. That's never true.
Carly Chukwuemeka is not a winger. He's more like a centre mid attacker.
Yeah.
And he also could play as a cam. So if we do get Ryan Cherki, we do need the left wing side. Like, we know Raheem Sterling could play on the left, but Ryan Cherki could also play on the right. And Ryan Cherki's still got a bit. It's like a little more experience than what we've got, like the Modric. So if we do bring him in, I'll back him all along. You know what? I'll back him all day long. But it depends. It depends how people feel. Like people have their opinions. Like, you have your opinions. Would you bring him in, bro? Would you have him in a Chelsea player?
Look, I don't have a problem bringing players in, but if I'm a coach bringing players in, I have to check the balance right. I've seen lots of mistakes being made by lots of coaches, world-class coaches, and some amateur coaches in the past. Some like the Senegal national team, the squad that they paraded, and I think 8 years ago World Cup with so many attacking, Dembaba, Papa Cisse, also a whole lot of attacking players without a balance. You get what I'm saying? So I feel that if Chelsea can get this right, they have to get the balance right. Look, if you say experience, this guy Ryan Cherki, as we are talking about, has no Premier League experience. He hasn't got any single minutes played in the Premier League. Any player that every football club bring to the Premier League, it's always a gamble. It doesn't state anywhere that this player is going to be successful at the Premier League. No, it doesn't. No one knew even if Messi come to the Premier League and be successful, it could go bad. You get what I'm saying? So, bringing Modric in, it was a gamble. Bringing Michael Jackson in, which I call him Michael Jackson. Bringing Jackson in, it was also a gamble. He hasn't got even much cap for his national team, which is Senegal. He had only 3 at that time before we brought him in. But then we could tell what Nicholas Jackson can do with time. So all these players that we're bringing in, look at how much Liverpool spent on Darwin Núñez. Do you think they're going to give up on Darwin Núñez? They won't give up on Darwin Núñez. They want to keep it going. They still believe there's a player in Darwin Núñez. Big up to Xavier Sacco on Facebook. Thank you for liking the video and also subscribe to Blueclouds Media. If you haven't, you can also join us on our Facebook over here. And I'll send you can join us on our YouTube link over here. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, yes.
What is actually an experience? Because we talk about the experience, yeah.
Right.
Look at Kai Havertz. Would you say it's an experience?
Kai Havertz had no experience. Kai Havertz had no experience in the Premier League.
So Kai Havertz ain't got no experience in the Premier League, but he won the Champions League, right? He succeeded in the Champions League, Kai Havertz.
Right.
Should we say? Right. So does that, because he's won a Champions League, does that class him as an experience or a non-experience?
He had a Premier League experience. But if you talk about that very game that won us the Champions League, it was all about what's his name? This RB Leipzig player we have, Timo Werner. Timo Werner, Mason Mount. That's still the show. Then the defense, I wouldn't take the credit away from the defense. The defense did a very, very good job, and it was all naivety from Pep Guardiola by not playing a center mid.
Okay. But would you say, yeah, I get what you said, but would you say Kai Havertz is an experience since he came in the Premier League?
No, he has no experience in the Premier League. That's what I said. That is why I said every player that you bring into the Premier League, it's always a gamble. It could go right, it could fall down. And Chelsea have been a victim of such situation many times. Players that we've brought in, Andriy Shevchenko from AC Milan, it never turned out right. It didn't go well. We brought so many number 9s that it never worked for the Premier League. We were lucky. Anelka worked for the Premier League because he had so much experience with Arsenal, with Bolton Wanderers. He left and came back and still started scoring goals. So that is where...
Okay, question for you. Right. So to break that cover, there we are. Right. I'm going to give you a question, my boy. Okay. People with non-experienced players who came in, like Timo Werner, who's won the Champions Leagues, they're from Bundesliga, Like, look at Bayern Munich. We bought players from Bundesliga, Like, we bought players from Bayern Munich. We bought players from Bayer Leverkusen. Say the players who've won the Champions League and they come to the Premier League, is it because they're non-experienced because they can't? Look at Alfred Morata, He won the Champions League with Real Madrid.
Right.
He literally won the Champions League with Juventus, right? But he won the Champions League with Real Madrid no matter what, And he came in the Premier League. And we thought he'd be our main top striker, but he couldn't cope. So would you say he's a non-experienced or an experience? Because people say non-experienced who come in the Premier League, it's the people experienced that won the Champions League because they say the Champions League is the most big successful cup than the Premier League. So would you call it as a non-experienced as a player to come in the Premier League who won the Champions League, or would you say they're experienced because they won the Champions League to be the experience?
I wouldn't say non-experienced. They have experience. Why am I saying they have experience? Because I'm sure RB Leipzig was playing in the Champions League competition before they moved to Chelsea. So they have Champions League experience, but not Premier League experience. Remember, it is 2 different competitions that you're playing. It is so easy to play in the Champions League and win trophy, but not that easy playing in the Premier League because you have to play each other 2 times. Playing the finals, we never met Manchester City anywhere during the competition. We never met them until finals. So it's a one-off game. That is what Jose Mourinho like. One-off game. He played a Catenaccio style of football. He sits and soak pressure. He only needs 1 or 2 goals and he wins the trophy. That's what Jose Mourinho is really good at. But then, like I said, they have experience from the Champions League, but not Premier League experience. That is why Timo Werner struggled a lot in the Premier League because you're going to play low block teams. They don't have much of a attacking perils in their team, so they use different aspect, which is they look at their opponent and say, okay, I don't have enough quality to be able to match these people, so I want to play a defensive style of play. Once they lose the ball, and I capitalize on this team. So that is what everybody's going to play at and use the same strategy against Chelsea. They will play, even you're going to meet teams that are very, very good in the attacking phase. But when they meet Chelsea, they're going to switch to the back, the Catenaccio style of play and play more defensive because that is how they can beat Chelsea. Trust me. All those mid-table teams, the lower teams, will be playing the same way against Chelsea. Until we get the balance right, start breaking teams down that have those low blocks, they will stop playing that style of play. They will stop it.
So, for an experienced player, do you think if they come to the Premier League, is it because the way they can't cope with it because it's a most successful strategy in the Premier League? It's more physical than any other league, or do you think is it an experience that they could come in and actually adapt to the Premier League that quick? What do you think that being? Because in my eyes, if an experienced player comes into the Premier League, no matter what, if you're experienced to win the Champions League or Real Madrid League or anything like that, and come in the Premier League, it's a totally different atmosphere because it's a more harder gamble in the Premier League. What you see in the French league's like a bit open, the German league's a bit open, the French league's much open. So, a non-experienced, it's like the answer I'm trying to say. Right, this is a question to you, my bro. Look, let's go like Thierry Henry, right?
Right.
Right, Thierry Henry. He's never won the Champions League with Arsenal, right? Mm-hmm. Would you call him a proven experience for going to Barcelona to win a Champions League, or would you call him a non-even experience because he never won the Champions League with Arsenal, but he won the title for the Premier League? Would you let's like that go? Would you say it's because it's a do like say like Alpha Morata, right? Alpha Morata, yeah.
I would say if you use the Thierry Henry, that would be a different argument altogether because Thierry Henry ticks all the boxes. He's got all that experience. Remember, he went to the finals, and he's been playing. He's been playing in the Champions League numerous times before. He went to the final. So he has a Premier League experience. He has Champions League experience. He has a World Cup experience with winning France 98 with France. So take Thierry out.
Well, we're getting somewhere now, right? So so Thierry Henry won the World Cup. Yeah, he's won the Champions League with Barcelona and won the Premier League with Arsenal, right? So you called that experience, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go with Alvaro Morata. He's won the World Cup with Spain. He's won the Champions League, the La Liga with Real Madrid. Yeah. But he came in the Premier League and couldn't cope in the Premier League. Do you think it's experience or non-experience? Because as a striker, if you have experience, no matter if you win cup titles, win the World Cup for Spain, and you win the Champions League and you win the La Ligas, is it because an experienced player can't cope in the Premier League?
Just like I said earlier on, the Champions League is a way different game. You're playing with teams that are not a lot of teams that are not in the Premier League. And if you're gonna meet teams from the Premier League, there are teams that don't sit with 11 men in the box trying to play you. There are teams that attack you. Remember, if you play in the top 14 that qualify for the Champions League, they are all attacking based teams. They won't sit deep. So the Champions League is a different thing, but when you're playing the Premier League, that's when it becomes very difficult. You have a lot of teams in the mid-table and the lower table where they don't have that kind of talent in their team, so they look at the opposition team and play a different style against them. But when they meet their peers, if I say peers, it means teams that are on the same level with them, they try to play all out. That's where sometimes they lose the game. So I'll still go ahead and say that the Champions League style of play is way different. And the kind of opposition that they meet are also different in the Premier League. So that's the difference. They can have all that experience in their in the Bundesliga, whatever team they're coming from. But in the Champions League, the physicality, and also remember the officiating in the Premier League is way different compared to the Bundesliga and then the French league and even the Italian league and other leagues. So all this, come together. Look how difficult it is. Look at the goal that Garnacho for Manchester United had. That's a clear goal. With all these machines, the VAR, a human being in the pitch, they could not still see that it was a goal. They ruled that goal to be offside. As good effort that this young chap put in to get that goal for Manchester United, VAR and officials ruled that goal out. How can you score goals in the Premier League? So, the Premier League have made things so difficult for these players to, be able to achieve something. So, like I said, officiating style of play, all different. That is why it becomes difficult for experienced players that have so much experience in Champions League and in their various league to be able to be successful in the Premier League.
Okay, that's why I come out with that, because the question was, I know because we'll quickly speed up. With Ryan Cherki, yeah, people say he has non-experience, but he has experience from being in the Champions League and to do what he does in the country of France, because he's won the World Cup with the France team when he was in France. So no matter what, yeah, he still won the World Cup. So that's, no matter what, players like that are quite experienced to do the World Cup. People say World Cup is totally different aspect to the Premier League. World Cups are harder because you play in the same country, you play the same team in different atmosphere. And when you play a full 11 from different teams, yeah, it's a category of experience where you learn how to gel in the Premier League. And that's what I'm saying. So if experienced players come into the Premier League, some of them can't cope in the Premier League because it's a different atmosphere of fish in the Premier League to what is in the Spanish League and the Champions League. That's why you call them as non-experienced or inexperienced. And if they're coming in the Premier League and gel just like that, like look at Slayton at Abramovich when he came. I'll quickly come out with this quickly word. I'll be quick on this one. Look at Slayton. He came out, said, if I ever join the Premier League, I'll make it look like a cat of a fish, make it so easy and bang goals just for fun. Soon he went to Man United. Yes, he scored a few goals, but he came out and said, I thought this would be an easy league, and he actually flopped for me. And the next season, he got sold for Man United because he couldn't cope. He couldn't cope in there because he thought it would be an easy, like the French league or the Spanish like there in Italy league. But when he came in the Premier League, he couldn't cope. That's an experienced player, one of the next strikers in the world, and he couldn't cope in the Premier League. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Let's change the topic.
All right, so guys, thank you very much for being here and also sending your comments. And let me take some few comments. Savia from Facebook, thank you very much. He set up Melissa, and we hope all is well with our club Blues. Okay, thank you very much, Savia, for that wonderful comment. Lots of comments coming from my brother here, Johnny. Johnny said, I had the Chucky was a Chelsea target, was not close to the deal, but we go for him in the next transfer window. What do I think about that? I mean, I wouldn't rule any player out. Any player, because right now at Chelsea, the team that we have, no one has really nailed any position that, Thiago Silva himself will be fading out soon. If Badishir and Levi Kowo are the guys to replace Thiago Silva, they better start replacing him now, because there's no need to keep Thiago Silva in the team if you've taken the captainship away from him. I think the captainship that has been taken away from Thiago Silva is way too early, because we don't have our main captain playing right now. Reece James is not there to influence in the game. Thiago Silva could win us games because he knows all the team is on his shoulders or his head. So he has to come up with something. Now that responsibility has been taken away from Thiago. So where is the goals coming from? Ben Chilwell is now also played at the rightful position. He's played on the left-hand side as a winger. And we put Levi Colwill also on the wrong position. Levi Colwill is a left centre-back, not the left not a left winger or whatever it is, left back player. So we have to play players on the rightful position and keep the balance right. So Johnny also said a rumor said that Chelsea will go for Victor Osimhen in the next transfer window. Plus, how true is that? It is very, very true. Lots of reports are coming in. Chelsea, yesterday we did elaborate on that a little bit because it wasn't part of the subject. So Chelsea, my brother here, Dan, will take us through some of that. We'll see. Maybe Chelsea can push to 110 million. So we'll come to that. We'll come to that topic. That'll be next, and then also the others will follow. So thank you very much, Johnny, for your wonderful comment. Xavier said, "What about Osimhen?" That is what we're talking about at this moment. Chucky, it's Algerian claiming French. They all do that. You'll be surprised how many Algerians have turned out to be world-class players if they have stayed in their native country. By now, I believe that Africa would have seen the World Cup in Africa by now. Let me start from you. Ramirez. Ramirez, the one from Manchester City who just joined the Saudi League. He's an Algerian. Zinedine Zidane is an Algerian. They all claim to be French. Ryan Cherki is claiming to be French. He's an Algerian, just like you said. Who else? Karim Mustafa Benzema is also an Algerian, claiming to also naturalized to be a French. Marcel Desailly is a Ghanaian, now as a French. Igola Conte is coming from some part of Ghana, some part of Africa, also a French. All these players, lots of them has
Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o. He played for Africa. He played for Cameroon national team. He was never a French.
And he changed region to
what was that?
He changed the region, didn't he, to that other country?
No, Samuel Eto'o did not change. He retired as a Cameroonian. He never played for any other country.
Well, he was meant to. It was meant to, though, wasn't he?
No,
he could play. He could play for two. He could play for two countries. He did say in his report he was playing for Cameroon, but he could also gone to Senegal or
Senegal is in Africa.
Yeah, that's what he said in his couple of
maybe.
Yeah, he did. I know because I did read it up. I've read it up a few years back. Yeah, he could have changed his region. Samuel Eto'o. He said he's part of his family culture was his dad was Senegal or if it was Senegal or Ivory Coast. It was one of them.
I mean, it could be maybe dad but he still played for Africa. Never claimed to be allegiance to any other European country. I was saying that if all these legends have stayed in Africa, I'm sure with all this talent, Africa would have seen the World Cup. But it never happened. Lots of players have moved away, like the likes of Lukaku. Lukaku could have been a Portuguese. Jeremy Doku for Manchester City is a Ghanaian. He's got Ghanaian parents. Ethan Ampadu, Ghanaian parents. Lots of them. Jerome Boateng, Ghanaian. Another one who played for lots of them. Jerome Boateng for German national team, another Ghanaian. So many of them. Mbappe is a Cameroonian. Mbappe is a Cameroonian, claimed to be French. So that's just by the way. Makeem, big up to you, Makeem. Makeem said if we don't rotate Chilwell and Enzo, those positions are too crucial. They are not progressive enough for us at this moment. Yeah, Chilwell is not creative, so playing as a winger is imbalance. Metaface Doom, big up to you. He said that we got enough winger. Bring me a Fox in the box, clinical goal scorer. That is what we're looking. We want to see if we can get either Avon Tony or maybe an Osimhen. If we are looking for the age, Osimhen might be the right player to get to bring him to the football club because we want players in terms of longevity and consistency. Ivan Toney will be fading out soon. You can get maybe 4 years out of Ivan Toney, but you can get 7 years from Osimhen. Tony, big up to you, Tony. Tony said Osimhen will be interested in playing for a mid-table club, and we have to face fact. That's what we have become. What these clowns coming from Tony. Tony, calm down, my brother. Love you, Tony, but you calm down a bit. What about Osimhen? Osimhen is a guy that we're looking for. Guys, if you're watching us on Facebook, and you can be, if you want to be part of our YouTube channel, and also because not all the time that I do stream on Facebook, but I try as much as I can to give my Facebook members and viewers also to get some benefit of our streaming. So yes, so I do stream on Facebook also. But yes, you can join on this link, click on it, and subscribe to Blueclouds Media on YouTube as well. Phantom of Many Topics said we need a Premier League experienced striker. So you'll be hoping for Ivan Toney. You'll be talking about Ivan Toney. If you need a Premier League experienced player, Ivan Toney will be your guy. He made a face said, is Toney really the benchmark? Question mark. It's for now, I would even say Toney, because it looks like Toney is talking to other football clubs. Johnny said at Tony Tiger, Anthony can become anything can happen. Victor Osimhen might agree to join Chelsea regardless to Chelsea's positions right now. Coming from Johnny. Thank you very much, Johnny, for your wonderful comment. We need Chelsea proven manager. Bring back the special one, Jose Mourinho. I don't know what my brother Dan have to say on Jose Mourinho bringing back. There are a few comments there which Dan will react. Yeah, Dan will react very soon. Sevilla said, Melissa Ann, we hope all is well with our club Blues. Thank you very much. I think I read that one earlier on. Johnny says, Vienna not with the wingers we have now. Offer he can get for more. Says now I think maybe new offer he can get for more at other top clubs. Okay. I get what Tony is trying to say. Phantom said Bayern Munich will beat Man City in UCL. Tuchel is the tactical Pep beater. Pep have beat Tuchel now. Pep have beat Tuchel like 2-3 times since he won the Champions League. So we have to look at that. Metaface Doom said they won't pay Osimhen wages. He may be number one target. Metaface one again says they won't bring in any elite manager like Jose or Enrique, etc. It goes against their jellyfish model. Metaface,
100%. I understand facts what Metaface is saying, but I bet a little bit disagree on that. If Jose Mourinho's tactics, if it's the case, they'll probably bring in like the Simeon from Atletico Madrid.
Diego Simeone.
If Potts got sacked, Simeone would be the next target, like the Jose Mourinho type, because where he does the same tactics what Jose Mourinho does, but not much as defence what Jose Mourinho does. The special one, Jose Mourinho, I could love to have him back, but if we bring him back, would he play half of these players? He'd probably get rid of half of them and sell them on and try to get different players in.
Which is not right. He won't proven players. Yeah, it don't work.
Yeah, and in the day, this project won't work for Jose Mourinho at all.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we are trying to achieve will go back again, because Jose doesn't like to play young players. He is not the guy that like to put his hands on players and pat them and then try to motivate them. He wants instant justice, like Roman Abramovich.
Look who's doing that Roman now. There's not hardly young apart from Tammy Abraham. He don't hardly play, and look at Dabane bringing experience like older lot in. There's probably less about 3 or 4 kids in that team. That's about it.
Right. Jose Mourinho invented Park the Buzz, which is true. Our brother here said 15-16 season was prime Park the Buzz season from Metal Face Doom, man. I love my brother here, Metal Face. He's rocking the channel, and then the comment section. He says Metal Face went ahead and said, MB, is this Mbappe? Is that what he's trying to say? Maybe Mbappe's. I don't know. I'm not sure what MBAPPS means.
It's Mbappe.
Mbappe. Okay. I've gone through all the comments for the day. Thank you very much, guys. So keep it coming. We got 9 of us here watching live. Let's see if we can get to. We are 12 likes at this moment. Let's see if we can get to 15 or 20 likes for the day. I will be much happy. Love each and every one that is rocking the channel today. My name is Nick Zion again, your host for Blueclouds Media. Let's continue with the rest of the topics of the day. And which one are we going next? I'm not so sure what's going on with Dan. Dan, you all right? All right, Dan is all right. So we're gonna move on from unsetting. Yeah, okay. That's all right. Chelsea defender Trevoh Chalobah may know future. He doesn't know his future and may not have any future under Mauricio Pochettino after turning down a deadline day move to Nottingham Forest. Dan, where do you see the future of Trevoh Chalobah? For now, we have Disasi. At that position, we have so many players. We have also this, and we have Fofana also playing in that position, right hand side, the right back position. We have Thiago Silva also in there. Who else am I not counting? We have Fofana. We have Disasi. Yeah, we have Disasi also over there. We have Thiago Silva also in the same direction, and we have who else? Trevoh Chalobah. 4 of them. Too many players in that right centre back role. Is it time for Trevoh Chalobah to leave the football club, Dan?
No, it's not. No, because Thiago Silva's only got 1 season and he's out. Thing is, this what makes me laugh about our owners. Yeah, they're getting rid of a lot of Coburn boys. Yeah, and this kid, right, Trevoh Chalobah, right, is one of our players, right, for Coburn. The thing is, right, he does not. We have to understand this year to our fan base. We have to love Chalobah, yeah? The day he scored his first goal against Crystal Palace, he cried, yeah?
He went down on his knees.
Yeah, this kid don't moan when he don't get played, hardly any games. He's always patient and he's willing to always play when he gets picked and never moans one single answer. He never backchats the coach, the managers.
Yeah,
he's so quiet. To get rid of Chalobah does not make sense because we can see a proven player there. He can play different roles on the pitch, and everyone just like some reason, some of the people of our Chelsea fan base say he's not good enough to be a Chelsea player. But when I ask them about it, they can't answer the question. Why is he not good enough to be a Chelsea player? So. It's a shame if we sell him. If he goes, our best wishes to him. But I think it's a stupid mistake if we get rid of him.
All right, this has been reported about an hour, 7 hours ago, coming from Fabrizio Romano. He said Trevoh Chalobah rejected Nottingham Forest move on deadline day because he wanted to join Bayern Munich. So then his preference was to stay at Chelsea despite $25 million deal agreed between clubs. He will fight for his place, but sources expect Chalobah to leave the club in January. So that is Fabrizio Romano speaking right now. Trevoh Chalobah might find a different club by January transfer window, and so that's what we're seeing right now at this moment. So don't wanna. So just by the way, guys, if you guys
that's what I mean. Chelsea said a hunter, yeah, facts, mate. Sorry to bite in there, boy. Another Coburn player forced out. Yeah. Then the next minute it's gonna be Conor Gallagher. We're getting rid of all these Coburn boys. I don't know why. It's because the profit, what they want. They want to sell the Coburn boys for money. That's what it is. They just want to get the Coburn lot out for money. So I just don't think it. Tuchel loved Chalobah. If he goes. To sell him to Bayern Munich, Thomas Tuchel will make him a world-class centre-back. Trust me. If he goes to Bayern Munich as a centre-back, mate, you'll see a world-class player there in the future.
Okay, so guys, if you're on Twitter X and you don't follow me, you have to try and follow me because I bring you some attentive behind the scenes footages, some interviews. If I get the chance during preseason, that's where I have so much power. I would have had so much power if I live in the UK, where Chelsea is really precise where they live. So, but I get the because of the work that I do. I have always got behind the footages, some interviews, press conferences, release, and all that kind of stuff. So if you have a chance, I'm gonna copy my Twitter link. I'll send it in there, and that is your guy over there. This is about I think this is 2 years ago with some interview with Reece James. So yeah, you can check my Twitter page out there, and then you can follow me, and I'll follow you back. You have any questions, you can send out to me, and that is what I do most. So yes. There's a lot that I do on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, get to Blueclouds Media on Blueclouds Media LLC on Twitter and give me a follow up. You follow up, and we can be going back and front and have a nice conversation over there. So thank you. I really appreciate it. If you follow me, and I'll follow you
Quickly
back. Yeah.
tell Metalface, he just came in the chat and said, "What's your Twitter space?" What I do, Metalface, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll copy his Twitter, and I'll send it by message, so you have it, the link on your message, so you could go follow our bro Neil.
Right. And also my Twitter, the link, the information is right there. Metaface Doom said, "What's your okay?" I think it's Blueclouds Media. Let me go back to my profile. It's right there. It's at Blueclouds Media LLC. So Blueclouds Media is right there. You can give me a follow up over there if you're on Twitter. Yes, if I do have Trevoh is better than Disasi. For now, I'll tell you, Trevoh has so much Premier League experience. So why wouldn't he be better than Disasi? He is. I agree with you, Metaface June. Trevoh is way better than Disasi, but Disasi with time he'll be much more better. I feel like Disasi. I don't know their height yet, but I feel like Disasi is taller than Trevoh Chalobah. I stand a point of correction, but I've seen Trevoh Chalobah also physically before. He's the tall guy, much taller. I saw him this I think this preseason. I saw Trevoh Chalobah, and he's a tall guy. He is a very tall guy. So yeah,
you got a photograph of Trevoh Chalobah. What you showed me yesterday, Neil.
I did what?
You had a photograph of Trevoh Chalobah from preseason. You showed me it.
Of preseason.
Yeah.
If I can find that. So Chelsea down whilst we still carrying on with the conversation. Trevoh Chalobah, Disasi, another homegrown player. Just like my brother said over here, it's another homegrown player being forced out of the football club. I don't know. Is it because we have too many homegrown players, which we can afford to let Trevoh go and keep?
No, we got
players?
less. We've got less homegrown.
If he goes, and we're supposed to keep 7 of them.
Yeah. We've got 4 homegrown players, right? And if Trevoh Chalobah goes, it'll be 3. So whatever they need to do, because they got rid of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek's gone, another homegrown. Mason Mount, homegrown. Who's that? Lewis Hull, homegrown, went to Newcastle. Who else was homegrown? I said Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There was another Billy Gilmore, homegrown, went to Brighton. 2 other homegrown players went. I can't remember their names. The goalkeeper was one of the homegrowns. So if Trevoh Chalobah goes in January, we have 3 homegrowns. So they have to replace 4 more homegrowns into the Coburn. So who would there be? Who would there be to get in? We got Nuni Madueke, yes, English, he's homegrown, but he's not homegrown. He's not a Coburn boy. He was a Tottenham, so we brought him in from PSV, didn't we? So, do we class him as a homegrown or not homegrown? No, we don't. So so they have to replace the homegrowns.
You want to read this comment?
Yeah. Fofana may not return the same after his injury or could get injured again. Silva is 39. Disassi looks an awful player with many mistakes in him. Letting Trevor go will be a mistake. Tony Tiger, I totally disagree. I totally disagree on that one. Disassi, look at Koulibaly, right? Koulibaly came in last season, yeah? The guy was old, he could not return, and we did a big mistake buying him from the age what he is, yeah? And we should have got him less younger when he was at the Poly. Wesley Fofana is still a young kid, my brother Neil, yeah? And this guy could recover from his injury.
Listen, right? I disagree with you. Dan, 100%. Wesley Fofana will never finish a whole season with Chelsea. Never.
Of course he will.
He will never. Mark it on this four corners of the wood. Just I sat line. I'm in the same line with my brother over here, Meta Face Doom. Look, 13 knee injury in his career.
Okay, listen. How old is Wesley Fofana?
Forget about the age. Forget about the age.
If he has his operation, this guy will play full 38 games in the Premier League. Trust me. Because the injury, yeah, when we bought him from Leicester, they haven't really sorted his injury progress out and never had an operation. And he's still young. He's still a young kid, my bro, yeah? Wesley Fofana is a world-class centre-back talent, yeah? If he has his injury, he will recover from it, and you'll see a different player next summer, and he will play every single game. And when he does, Mel Face, because I've had debates with Mel Face and Tony Tiger about Wesley Fofana, and I'm going to do something, say like you, my bro. Yeah. Next summer, when he returns back, after his injury and has that operation, you're going to say to me, Chelsea Dan, you were right. Give this kid this time.
I'm gonna clip this video, Chelsea Dan. I'll clip this video and I'll bring it back to you. And this very day, and I want you to come back and tell me, look, Fofana's season with Chelsea or Fofana's future with Chelsea is over.
Look at
Van Dijk. Look at Van Dijk. Van Dijk went through that little injury that he suffered. Look at Van Dijk. Van Dijk is playing like he's never defended.
Look what he's doing this season. Look what he's doing this season. It's back to his best.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how the season goes. It's just 4 games played already. Just 4 games.
Clip this. Please,
I will.
And if Wesley Fofana comes back next summer, good, yeah, then you guys gotta have to apologise to me because I'm backing Wesley Fofana. His football career's not over. At age of 22 years of age, he's still young.
It's not about Fofana coming back good. If Fofana returns and finishes the whole season with Chelsea, then we have a different conversation.
What we will do. But apart from if he gets a knock on his foot, because a foot injury gets nothing to compare to an ACL, all right? An ACL injury to a foot knock injury is a totally different.
Let me write this down because I'm gonna clip this and I'll return and I apologize live here online to everyone, to my brother Don. Clipping today's date, which is 9/13.
Yep.
23. Time and everything, 4 a.m.
Yep.
Stream title, chess move for Victor Osimhen.
Yep.
Okay.
I tell you. Please just give Wesley Fofana the ability to let him have his injury, and I guarantee you next summer you'll see a different player and he'll be back. Look at Ben Chilwell. Right? People said his injury is done for. And look at him now. He's back playing good football.
Okay. We'll see this. We're throwing ourselves challenges over here. And I don't feel 13 strong knee injury. Fofana, his career with Chelsea is done. It's over. 13, I believe it's over.
No, it's not over.
Phantom of Minute Topic said 4 seasons in a row Fofana has not played full season. 4 seasons already. How long has he been here? 4 seasons. He's never played.
He hasn't been with us for 4 seasons.
What is it? How many seasons already?
We signed him not last season, but the season before that. Before end of end of January, and he was injured last year after the first game for 3 because he didn't have no proper injury. He
I'll
didn't
get
have
that
no surgery.
information.
Once he has
Uh,
the surgery, yeah, clip it, and I'll go to you guys, yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna come back and apologise. He's on about Leicester when he was at Leicester when he had them injuries at Leicester, yeah. But I'm telling you now, yeah, next summer, after he comes back from injury, yeah, he'll be a different player. And I'll guarantee you that. I guarantee he'll be a different player. You won't see a lot of injuries.
All
Because they're
right. So,
yeah, what? Well, that's that you got that in proof writing, my bro. You got that proof in writing. All
all
right?
right. All right, just done. So, guys, that's just by the way. Yeah, I don't know if someone messaged me on Twitter or something, but yeah, I still get some more information coming in. I got lucky, and then I had the picture with this dreadlocks guy over here who doesn't want to cut his hair. He doesn't do the defending, but always grabbing people over there. What's Cucurella? He's a nice guy though. He's a nice guy. I called him and he just came close to me. We took a picture. So yeah, this is some of the works that I do, especially during the summer. I get into, like I said, if I was in England, all the press conferences, the questions that will be asked to Mauricio Pochettino. I got some more questions that I wish to ask Mauricio Pochettino, but I kept all those questions and asked him during our summer windows. So yeah. And also I have a shot, guys. If you can check this video out with Adam Lallana. I asked him what does he think of Brighton playing in the Champions League, Champions League, and compared to what he did at Liverpool. How does it compare those? And then if you want to know what he said, guys, you can check my video out on YouTube. It's right there. Adam Lallana's interview with me and some other guys. So you can check that out. And also I did, like I said, the reason why I'm saying Tony is not going to stay at the football club I asked Thomas Frank during preseason about the relationship right now with Tony and Brentford Football Club. He said for now that nothing has changed. He's training at the football club. He doesn't train with the team, but he hopes that once he's done serving his band, he will continue and play with the football club, which I don't think so. If a coach give you an answer, that kind of an answer, that should tell you that Tony is about to leave the football club. So I think this was in Philadelphia. This was in Philly. One of the games I do remember. I think either I can't remember the game, but yeah, this is one of the games at Philadelphia. Which and also this one was another training where the football club, the players have some kind of a training thing with the kids. I had a chance to have some few photos with Ian Matson and the other guys, Gary Cahill, and all that. So yeah. The scenes footages that you wouldn't see from everywhere. So yeah, and also some interviews from Roberto De Zerbi about Caicedo, and he was all worried. So much question. And anytime there's a press conference, it's all about Moses Caicedo. So yeah, that's me and one of the Belgium Dutch talented player, yeah, Madsen, also there. So there's more stuff that I put on my social media platform. Like I said, I don't have that many friends. So the numbers on my social media platform are not that many. So you can check me out over there. And also I think a while ago, we did talk about the expansion of the stadium and we laid that out. You remember that, Chelsea, Dan, a couple months ago? There was news about the expansion of the stadium.
Yes, and they're doing that this year, hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, I also did talk about Ryan Cherki and then a whole lot. So yeah, guys, check me out.
See them hearts. Yeah, I've clicked on them.
Do what?
I've clicked on them. I've clicked on them hearts for you, man.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah. Guys, so yeah, you guys can share some of my news if you're on Facebook. You got some Twitter, you have some new followers. Yeah, introduce them, bring them to our platform. It don't hurt.
Do you want to quickly talk about the top of Victor Osimhen, because there's a lot going on about Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen, that will be the next. So yeah, I've taken some more time on my show a little bit. So yeah, get to clip me and I will accept your apology in the summer. Absolutely. Get the clip. I will clip it. I have. Osimhen or Tony. I'll go for Victor Osimhen. Why? Because of the age, and he'll be in the football club for more than 6 years. We can get 6 years out of Victor Osimhen. Tony said Fofana will be an injury player until he retires early. Coming from Tony. Big up to you, Musto. Musto said Fofana and Reece James are both damaged like Pulisic and Kante injury prone players. Reece James,
I totally disagree.
Reece James, look, test it down. You have to the record are set right now. Reece James have never finished a whole season with Chelsea. Reece James' best season was when he was with Wigan Athletic. So that is one thing you got to know.
James, but Fofana, I can't wait for my apology. I can't wait. To the next summer,
it's even likely that Fofana can return and be as good as Reece James. Fofana has gone through 10 knee injury. Reece James hasn't been that many.
How old is Reece James?
Reece James is 23 years old.
No, you ain't. It's 25.
I don't think so. 23. I'm sure it's 23.
Reece James is way older than
Reece James is not 25. I disagree. Reece is now 25.
He's 20. He's same age as Mason Mount, 24.
No, you said 25. Now you're going back to 24.
No, 24. He's 25 this year, though.
You be careful. Year. Be careful over there, Dan.
no. Honestly, my bro, he's 24. He's 25.
Yeah, 23
year.
Going to 24.
No, he's 24. He's 24. He's going to be 25.
Okay.
He's same age as Mason Mount. They're both 24 years of age, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he'll be 25 this year. Right? Wesley Fofana is 22. Right? He's still young.
All right. So Metaface says still 4 seasons in a row he's been out. One of them. 4 seasons in a row for Fofana. Fofana has not played a full season for 4 seasons in a row. Never. I never said with Chelsea. Okay, not with
Phantom.
Okay.
Right, okay. You need to go look up the history of Wesley Fofana. It was 3 years. He had the bad injury against Leicester 1 season, and that was it. He played the last 2-3 seasons with Leicester, and when he was in that French league, and he was world class. He had 3, and then when we bought him, he was injured anyway. When we bought him, so he couldn't play no games. You know what I mean, my bro, Neil? Right, so no excuse like you saying this as force. It's totally disagree. I can argue all day, and then you'll say, "Okay, Daniel's right," and I apologise because I'm telling you, give Wesley Fofana next year. We'll see a totally different player. Trust me.
All right, we say the same thing about Reece James every time. He's gonna come back and start performing. As soon as he get on the pitch, boom, he's gone again. Reece James. I just wish. Look, the reason why I want Reece James because look, since my reporting career, the first player that I've ever had, I think about 2 minutes interview with was Reece James, and the guy was so smart and intelligent to the extent that he's coming from Cobham and he's coming from the football club. He was academic grown player, and I want him to be successful. So with him, I don't go harsh on him. I just wish him the best because you can tell that his versatility is much more higher and better than injured Fofana. So Reece James had never tried to go talk any negative about Reece James. I know he's gonna come good, but Fofana, he's not versatile. He just run like a Usain Bolt without thinking of what he's doing. He ran through the line and the brick wall, and then once you nick the ball away from him, we're gonna concede. And he even gives stupid goals away, stupid chances that he gives away. Thiago Silva did the same thing, but he was able to recover and stop the ball and Chelsea could not concede. Anytime Fofana missed the ball or make a mistake, Chelsea concedes. That is why I don't like that defender. I don't like him.
Oh my God, Blueclouds.
Yeah. I don't have.
I'm hearing all this negative out of you coming out about Wesley Fofana.
Oh yeah. What else do you get from Fofana?
My bro. Are we having a little disagreement here now? Yeah.
I don't like.
Are we going to this level? Wesley Fofana, for a start, wasn't his fault on that pitch, right?
Yeah.
We could go with Leroy Colwell with Mohamed Salah this season, but I wouldn't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Fofana had some good games at Chelsea as a centre back, yeah. But what you're talking about was not Wesley Fofana's fault. That was Thiago Silva's fault.
No, Wesley Fofana did the same thing that very game. Fofana did
No,
the same thing we conceded.
no.
Thiago gave the ball
I
away.
don't
He
agree
recovered.
on that. It wasn't West. I was at that game. I know the game you're on about, yeah.
You know, the same game. I said both of them committed the same error. But
Yeah,
Wesley
the same.
Fofana's
but the thing
Wesley
is, it was not
Fofana's
Wesley
error
Fofana.
let to go. He let
It wasn't.
his error
It
let
wasn't
to
his
go.
fault. It was actually Reece James out in his position where he was meant to have been there. And
No,
Wesley
he gave
Fofana.
the ball away. I don't care Reece
No,
James. He gave the ball away.
That was Reece James' fault for
Hell
that
no.
discussion.
Hell no. Reece
Yeah.
James, you James never do anything wrong.
My point,
Only injury.
Go watch it back. Go watch it. Go watch it back.
All right, just by the way,
Go.
done and out.
He's trying to change the subject. He's trying to change... Do you know, I'm so glad I'm here. Because my phone's trying to change the topic here. I tell you tonight, after the show, go watch that game back. And then I tell you now, you'll see it was not Wesley Fofana's fault. And then you'll
Okay. All right, Metal Face Doom. I just follow you, brother, on X. I just follow you on Twitter X. Thank you very much, my big brother. Tony said Fofana has had a worse injury record than James. So yeah, as I said, I am on record at Chelsea Perspective live chat saying Fofana will come here and quickly get injured. And you know what? I was right. Okay, and I was right. Okay, I was on record. Chelsea Perspective live chat showing.
You're not right because
I don't get how he had 80-90 million price tag.
Yeah, well, no, that was stupid. That I agree on that one. He shouldn't cost 80 to 90 million. Wesley Fofana.
Not even 15. Not even 15.
Is that how bad you hate him?
No, I don't hate him. What has he done? What has he done? He doesn't keep clean sheet. He only get injured and stays in the dressing room on the bench and then he get paid He get paid every week. Every week he doesn't play. They should change the contract and say, look, you get to pay the football club for getting injured all the time. I know it's not his fault, but they have to change the clause in the contract and say, look, you don't play that much. He had to stop paying.
Never looked after him because Leicester City never looked after him, and he should have got it when he had that injury from Leicester. They should have took him to the medical and got his surgery. And when we bought him, we knew that the injury prone was there at Leicester. Yeah. But Todd Bowling and Barley should have got him straight away into the medical to have his surgery, but they didn't. They decided, they looked at him training after Thomas Tuchel came in and said he was good enough to play. But then after that game, he got that slight knock like what Reece James did, and now he's injured. Once he gets that surgery, he would deliverment. Yeah, the same injury I had. That injury, what Wesley Fofana had when I was at football, right? And I had the same injury. What the UCL, what Wesley Fofana.
Yeah.
And I recovered from it after last season. Once I had that the surgery, I recovered, and when I had proper scouting team like physio at the club. Mm-hmm. They'll redevelop it and made me better, and it'll grow out of it. He's still young, so once he gets that surgery, once he gets the physio manufacturer, he'll grow out of that that UCL, and he'll come back. He'll come back being the best player. And next season, I can't wait because after next season, when he's back next season,
How many surgeries is he gonna have? Phantom of many topics said. I also said
he hasn't had one. He hasn't had one surgery yet.
Hold on. Surgery. Tony is saying something here. Also, I said that on record that no matter how great Kante or Fofana is, they get injured too often. With Kante, we do understand that he was getting to the end of his prime. So the injury. Kante and Fofana are good for 10 to 15 minutes a year. That's funny. Injury time should have 50% salary. Absolutely. Don't he had surgery before he broke I think he's broken.
Tony, this is now right. He has not had Wesley Fofana has no surgery at all. He has no surgery. Leicester was meant to give him a surgery, and he had no surgery. This is the first time he's going to have a surgery, and I'm not going to say no more. We're going to change the top tip because next summer, when he's back to his injury and back to fitness, and he comes to be world class as a centre back for Chelsea,
Yeah.
I'm going to get apologised from you guys. You're going to say, Chelsea Dan, you're 100% right, and I'm sorry, I can't believe the difference in him because I had that injury, and I know I recovered from it, and I was still young at the time, and I recovered from it. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna praise because I would put. I'll say to you guys, I put a bet on it for you guys, yeah. But I know I'll win the bet. You got it clipped. You got the video clipped, my bro. Right after next summer, when he's back, from having that surgery, and once he's back to fully fitness, I can't wait to have to apologise because once I get to apologise, I'll just play. Who was right? Who was right? And it's gonna be.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Fofana can finish the whole season. Even if the season has started already. The season has started. Listen, the season has started. He's already missed 4 games. He's already missed 4 games.
He's out. He's out.
Yeah, it's injury. Why is he out?
Because of the UCL. It ain't his fault, isn't it? Once he has that surgery.
All right. From ACL. Do you know what the next injury is going to be? Do you know what the next injury is going to be? Hamstring.
No,
from ACL. From ACL, we're going to move to hamstring. From hamstring, we're going to go to back pain. And wait and see.
No. Because once he plays this season, he plays 13 games. A knock on a knee, you can't blame a knock on a knee because a knock on a knee it's painful. Then the apology will come only where
it's all part of the injury. It's all part of the injury, Dan. It's all part of the injury. So if he gets a knock, whatever he gets, and he doesn't finish the season, it means he did not finish the season.
I mean, if he's out for 2 seasons, a knock at look at Modric.
See, the argument in Chelsea, done. The argument is, can he finish the whole season with Chelsea? That's the argument, done.
Yeah, he can. When he has that injury, I'll give him pre-season. I guarantee the pre-season you will not hear one out of that pre-season.
Read that. That's my argument.
And the apology comes only when Fofana plays in his 21st match per season. Well,
that's all.
Yeah, okay. When he plays 21 games when he plays 21 next summer, I kept my receipts down. Yeah, Melface, you know I'm always right on things on my show, and I come out and I told you, and these guys told me, this season.
You know what I want? Just done.
He would play Sassy, Leo Cora, and Thiago, and I was right about that the first year, and I'm gonna be right with Wesley Fofana.
Just done. If I win this, you buy me one of this mug, Chelsea mug, from the store, and send him to me in Michigan over here in the States. You buy one of the Chelsea mugs and send it to me.
Yeah. Right. Oh, okay. And then if I win, what are you gonna do for me?
I'll buy you beer.
Huh?
I'll buy you beer.
I don't drink beer.
What do you drink?
I don't drink alcohol.
Beer is not alcohol. Beer is just water.
No, beer's alcohol.
It's water.
It's alcohol.
No, it's water. Depending on how much you drink.
I don't drink beer. I'm not. It's alcohol.
Metaface said, I've kept my receipt done. All right, Phantom Tommy said, Fofana will never play 21 matches season ever again. Minerals FC mug is on the line. for Blueclouds Media, yeah. Get a Mineral FC mug for me. I'll take it.
Is that your mug?
Oh, no, this is my coffee mug. There's a coffee I had this morning.
Yeah, no, but have you got your own Blueclouds?
Yeah, I got mine behind the green screen.
Hey, let's have a look.
Oh, I have to bring the whole green screen down.
Oh, look, after the thing, let me have a look and I'll buy one off you.
No, you've seen that before, but I'll show it to you. You did. You showed me all your marks. Remember that day we were looking at our souvenir, and then But I'll show it to you again. No problem.
Yeah, have you got it on your line on your YouTube?
No, I haven't. Well,
you need to start doing that.
Okay, take the picture of the marks and put it over there.
Yeah, and I can buy it straight away. Yeah. I've got Minerals FC one. I've got my own one. I've got my own tag one.
I have a very nice what do you call it? A very nice hat with almost about 8 signatures on it. They've signed it from autographs from Koulibaly to what's his name? what's his name? Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount. They all signed
Mason
that,
Mount.
and
Can't
yeah,
have
I'm gonna keep that hot for almost 10 years, and then set it out for a lot of money.
Yeah, that will be, man. I
have 11 signatures on it.
I've got loads of signatures on my T-shirt, and I've got a frame, a picture frame. Yeah, none of the old red orange kit what we used to have.
Yeah,
with the white stripes. I've got the Solar Desai, all them lot on it. Yeah, in the frame that I've kept, yeah, never been smashed, yeah, and that's gonna worth fortunes. But I'll never sell it. That's gonna go generations to my kid when the kids are older, when I have grandchildren, and then they have grandchildren, and they have grandchildren, and one day when they have grandchildren, they're worth a lot of money.
Right. All right, Chelsea Dan. Much love to you, brother. We have covered almost everything today, and I don't know what else to say to these lovely viewers.
What about Victor Osimhen quickly?
To
Victor Osimhen, they want to know about Victor Osimhen.
Oh, they want to know more about Victor Osimhen. Big up to
because I sent you that thing. If you put that thing up, yeah, and show them, yeah, the Victor Osimhen will come to Chelsea no matter what. Tony Tiger, I've read your messages now, and I've got good brains.
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Victor Osimhen.
What do you want to say about Victor Osimhen? Go ahead, brother.
Well, like I was saying about Victor Osimhen, when I showed you that picture, that what I sent you yesterday when we were talking about Ivor and Tony.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about. You said you want to explain more, so
yeah,
let's wrap that one up. Let's
let's quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to talk when do you want to end the stream with Victor Osimhen quickly, or do you want to talk about it next time?
Oh, we can do that now. Whilst we still have Osimhen in the topic, let's see what Chelsea is doing with Osimhen.
Yeah, because if you, because I've sent you that picture yesterday on that thing what you put on your top tier. Basically, the Victor Osimhen news, right? What we've seen here in the background, a couple of months back. Yeah, I sent a thing to Blueclouds. Yeah, what he put up. Go to yesterday's show. You'll see there's a link. What I sent him of a picture.
I'll share it right now. So just go ahead, sir.
Yeah. There was private news about Victor Osimhen in a backstage. As you probably know, Metal Face and everyone on Twitter, where a journalist came out with the Victor Osimhen news about in privacy that they've got an agreement on Victor Osimhen for next summer for Chelsea, but they're not going to really pay him to 150 million. They want 110. And I've spoken to my mate about this, yeah. And I was talking about this yesterday, weren't we, my boy, yeah?
Yeah,
about
I'm listening.
It. And no matter what, yeah, they're willing to. I don't like. That's why I'm saying about Ivor and Tony. I don't think we'll get Ivor and Tony in January. I'm not probably into. They'll wait till next summer to bring Victor Osimhen, yeah, for 110 mil. So, and he's willing. Victor Osimhen is willing to come to Chelsea. And he also lost Didier Drogba and he's big fans, and he's another Chelsea fan. So, where Tony Tiger said he ain't going to come to Chelsea if we're not in Champions League, I'm telling you for a fact now, he will be a Chelsea player next summer. Yeah, there it is. Like Chelsea secure a secret agreement to sign world most wanted striker in 2024 with Victor Osimhen. And the guys can read that.
If you guys want me to read it loud, I can read it loud for you. Chelsea secures secret agreement to sign world most wanted striker in 2024. So this report is coming in, and look, it looks like from what it is there has been secret agreement, behind the scene agreement that this guy could be coming in. So I'm not so sure it's going to be January. If it's going to be January, that would be very expensive. And the deal could end up to be almost about 110 million for him. And the team, you all know the team need the finished article, which we cook. Look, you can cook, you can have all the spices, everything in there. Put all the world ingredients that makes food smells good, makes it tastes a little bit better. But if you don't add a little bit of salt in that food, it might taste tasteless. You might have a tasteless food. So we need this guy in, or Ivan Toney, to balance the team. The team need balance. So that's what we're looking for. No, go ahead, DJ. Take over. Give me a second. Yeah. Not DJ. Dan. Go on with the Victor Osimhen thing. Give me a second.
Yeah. Well, basically, my mate journalist who's a journalist, right? I spoke to him the other day, and probably if DJ Sav was in the chat, he probably spoken to one of his clients. Yeah, they had a secret agreement in backstage with no one knowing about it, and they've actually one of the Bali's agencies gone out, they've gone out and flew out to Napoli to speak to their president about Victor Osimhen, and came out with a story of that they've got agreement, but they're not going to be willing to pay 150 mil. They've offered him 110 mil in the budget, and he's willing to come with us in next season in 2024. The project is that the Victor Osimhen has apparently wants an agreement. That's where this what he's put up on the screen is no fake news. It's proper real journalists what's come out of that story. They have a background stage of agreement with Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea next summer, and he's willing to want to come next summer. So, in my ideal, Victor Osimhen is a good idea, just what we've wanted. And if he comes next summer, it depends on you guys. How many goals of a GNA do you reckon he'll come in? Because like we were talking about the proven on experience earlier on players, yeah, we can see the raw talent there, and we need a striker like Victor Osimhen coming, who's good in the air, who could bring us a goal. And him and Konku together as a team play, I'm thinking that will work as a team. But then people talk about if we get Victor Osimhen, what's going to happen to Emmanuel Broja and then Nicholas Jackson? Actually, all we all really knew, yeah, Nicholas Jackson is our second choice striker. He was meant to be our backup striker. Emmanuel Broja, he will be leaving in the summer. They're looking to sell Broja in the summer because he's ACL injury. But they're willing to, like, Pochettino's wants a full striker up front, so where we need it like an experience. But Victor was not experienced in the Premier League, but he will. Once he adapts to the Premier League well, he might shine for us. So if you guys in the chat think what your thoughts on that, my manager Broja will be gone in the summer, so that's why we're going to get Victor Osimhen, because as with Nicholas Jackson, people say, well, Nicholas Jackson is our mate. It's meant to be now backup striker. That's why we couldn't get one this summer, because they're willing to get Victor Osimhen. When Victor Osimhen comes in, my boy, yeah?
Yeah.
All along, Nicholas Jackson was meant to be a backup striker for Victor Osimhen. So no matter what, so when we get Victor Osimhen, Jackson will be a bench backup striker for Victor Osimhen, and Emmanuel Broja, he'll be gone in the summer when we get Victor Osimhen.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So with Trevoh Chalobah, he'll be going out loans every year. He's going to be our potential, because he's still young, Trevoh Chalobah. So in the coming years, he'll be another top tier striker. You know what I mean, my bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, I'll let you end the stream. But thank you very much for everyone supporting my bro. Please hit that like and subscribe, and make sure you smash the like on my bro's channel, because he's one of my brothers, man, and he's proper Chelsea. Nee, thank you for letting me join, my bro, man. Much love to you, my geezer.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking that for letting you join. This is your channel, also, bro. This is your channel. Yeah, much love to you. When I call on you, you also show up.
And you know, I'm glad to be back, and it's glad to be back to speaking to one of my brothers always. Yeah. And everything. And then once you're not busy, we'll do one on my show and flipping. It's just nice to have to be back on my channel with you. But everyone, up the Chelsea. Do you want me to stay backstage and wait for you backstage, or are you busy? You just want to end the streaming quickly? Because I've got to go anyway, so I've got to go.
I think we've covered everything. So Chelsea done. Thank you very much, and then I'll see you again tomorrow.
Much love to you, monkeys. Up the Chelsea, everyone.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, Dan. All right,
cheers, guys. Bye.
That was Chelsea Dan there, guys. Follow him. It's a wonderful channel. I have to get his information. No, I have to get his information, and then later on, we can also follow our brother over there. So.
Bye-bye.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, just Chelsea Dan. Just to type in Chelsea Dan, capital C and a big D. You won't even metal face can put in a link on the YouTube to everyone to find it and all. Yeah. But big ups to you, much.
I think I'll do it properly next time when I come on, so people can follow Chelsea Dan's channel. A little bit of subscription will go a long way, guys.
Okay. All right. Big ups, my brother, and up the Chelsea.
Up to Chelsea. Okay, we have some few meta face. Okay, I have already sent on loan Bayern Munich this season coming from Phantom of Mini Topics. Meta, I rejected the loan to Fulham when Mitrovic left. I know you're a very, very big fan of Mitrovic. Meta face said, how have you rejected BVB? Because the legend TT Thomas Tuchel is still there. Tuchel is my man. Absolutely. Tuchel was fired by Todd Bowley over personal stuff, not managerial performance. So Metaface also went ahead to Osimhen gets a minimum 15 goals at least. Yes, he can. 15 goals is only Tommy Abraham. Yeah, the tappy merchant. If Poch don't switch up to the team selection. Then we lose again. We against NG. Is it we lose NGL? Is Poch out? No, that would be too early to say Poch out. Instead of building on Roman foundation like they should have, they ripped it up and then build on the sand. On this sand phantom. Okay. Always, I'm off. Big up, me. Done. Chat. God bless UTC. God bless you too. Metal Phase, McCain, Phantom of Mini Topic. I want to love you, Melissa on Facebook. Everyone that came on Facebook. Rachel and also Mike, also thank you very much for liking the video on Facebook, Blueclouds Media on Facebook, and also Femi, thank you very much for liking the video. Tony Tiger, big up to you. Metaface Doom, big up to you. Musto, big up to you. Much love to everyone, and also Chelsea Shade Hunter, thank you, each and every one of you. Then Savi, I'm sure Savi Soko from Facebook. Thank each and everyone that tuned up today on the platform. Much love. We'll come again tomorrow with so much news to talk about. Guys, do me a favor. Share the videos. Let's get more guys on the platform. Those especially who doesn't know much about Blueclouds Media. Much love to everyone. Leo Desperandons, like I say, hang on to hope, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.